Okay, first things first, before I even start this video, I do not want any mean comments. If you do leave a mean comment, you may as well be waiting for a girl to cuss you out, because that is just what I would do. I don't need to be judged by you or by anybody else that I especially don't know. Even if I know you and you're a friend, don't judge me, because it's gonna be fuck you and go get a fucking life and grow the fuck up. Okay? So, I pierced my lip, but the thing is that this isn't a lip ring. So, the back of it's all fucked up because it's not a real lip ring. And I don't have a real lip ring. I had a real lip ring, and when I had it, and it's swollen, and it bothers me. And when I had it, I lost it, so... yeah. It took me about a minute to get it in because of the fact that we all know if you have your lip pierced, or if you have had your lip pierced, or if you have done it yourself, you know that the back of it is always the hardest. It's always the hardest because it doesn't just go through. It takes a minute. Especially when you do it yourself. It shouldn't take that long, but it does, considering that I have a pretty big lip. My lip always swells up when I pierce it. It always swells up. I like it, but then I don't because of the back. I tried getting this hoop in, which I will show you because a hoop would be better for me, but I just can't get it in. And I have to keep freaking piercing my lip, back of it, like 20 times just to get it to go through. This is why you always need to be prepared. You always need lip rings, because I always end up fucking up and not having one and piercing it anyways. This is my third time piercing my lip. The first time I didn't have a lip ring, and my friend was like, oh, this earring will like work, and it didn't. It broke and it did not work. The second time I pierced it too high, and it was on this side, but since this is a reverse mirror, it's like on this side, or something like that, but it's on this side, and last time it was like way up. Okay, so here's the hoop, and it doesn't want to go in no matter how hard I try to put it in. It doesn't want to go in, and it kind of makes me mad and pisses me off. But I'm going to keep trying because of the fact that I think the hoop would be a lot better for me instead of this. So yeah, no mean comments. And the first time I did it, I did not show my mom, and I did not tell her until I was 12. And I was 10 at the time, so if you count those years, she didn't know that I did it. Yeah. So, I told her when I was 12, and I was like, Mom, I pierced my lip when I was 10 years old. And she was like, you what? And I was like, I pierced my lip. She was like, Catherine. And I was like, I wanted it done, and then it got all messed up, and then that day I went and bought lip rings, and it was closed, and I was like, shit. So I was out of luck. And the second time I texted my mom, what would you do if I pierced my lip? She said, I'd kill you. Well, this time I'm not going to let my mom see it, and I'm not going to let my dad see it, but I'm going to have it in. So I'm going to be like, I'm going to try to stay away from them, and I'm just going to be like this. And I'm going to show my sister, because my sister, she's one of those people who are pretty cool, because she knew last time that I pierced my lip, and she's like, why'd you do it so high? I don't know why I did it so high. I guess I was just really excited to do it. And she's like, why'd you do it so high? And I was like, I don't know. I have pictures of it, but since I'm on live, I can't go, oh, here's pictures. Not just that, the pictures are on Facebook that I sent to some of my friends, because some of my friends were like, I want to see pictures. So, but That's what I look like with my lip pierced, and it hurts, like really bad. Hurts. By the way, I used a safety pin. Before anybody says anything, I made sure that I soaked it in mouthwash, I soaked it in alcohol, I soaked it in peroxide, and then I went over the thing with the lighter. And I let this set in peroxide and everything for a couple minutes until I got done. So, you know what? My lip isn't even swollen. Last time, in some of my videos, if you look, when I had pierced it, my lip was swollen. And even a few days after that, it was swollen. And it was swollen for about 5 days. I was so happy when it wasn't swollen, because I think it was swollen because of the fact that it took me almost an hour to do it, because I was chicken shit and didn't want to shove it through. Now I'm just like, fuck it, shove it through, get it over with. And the needle I had wasn't that sharp, so I'm gonna end this because I'm pretty sure somebody on Skype is gonna call me soon, and that's why the first 2 times I tried making this, I had to stop. And plus, I want to try to get this through, so. No mean comments.